Hi guys, I'm Dan at vintagevelo.org and today we are back here at the hell of the Ashdown Winter Sportive. Did this one last year, if you remember. It's always at the tail end of winter, end of February. It's renowned for two things, taking into account all of the major climbs of the North Kent around the Westerham area, and normally horrifically bad weather because it's at the end of February. I think that's one of the attractions actually. This event gets fully booked within like a couple of hours of tickets going live, and as you can see here, it's a pretty popular event. I think they have 1,500 participants, something like that. So if you want to book in, you've got to get in within like a couple of hours of the ticket sales opening. A lot of the club riders do take this very, very seriously. Just glancing down there, we've got an S-Works there with Meilenstein lightweights on there, things like that. Obviously, this is Vintage Velo. We're not quite doing that here. So today I have gone for the rather epically cool Moser Resto mod. Now, if you remember, we built this up tail end of last year. This is a still mid-80s Moser Corsa, and it's fully fitted out with Shimano Di2 group set 10-speed, which is my favourite of the Di2 group sets. Don't get me wrong, I'm no massive electronic fan, but I do like the 10-speed Dura Ace. Di2 is probably, for me, the best made, best engineered group set for Shimano. Also coupled on here we have the Head Jet 6040 wheels, which of course are very handily. We have an aluminium brake surface. It looks like today's going to be okay, but last year was really wet, raining with freezing fog, and an aluminium brake surface on rims. Discs, sure, they'll squeal like mad, but they will stop in the rain. If it's wet today, I can still brake, no problem. And I also have on here a very, very knee-friendly setup. Up front, we've got a 50-34, which, I'm more of a 52, 53 kind of guy. So 50, I'm probably going to top out at places, but for climbing, great. And on the back there, a very knee-friendly 11-27. So overall, as a riding package, it is fantastic. I have tweaked it a little bit since the build. I'll go through that in a little bit. But in the meantime, people are now just starting to move off. So we're going to let the keen ones go, let them all rush. There are, to be fair, there are club riders here who take this serious, really, really serious, despite the fact it's the first real, it's just a winter sportiva, a leg warm-up for the season, if it were. But there'll be 20 or 30 riders who've been peaking just for today, even though it's just a sportive and it's not a race. Hey, just working my way through the crowds now, see if there's anything interesting to look at. Just for a moment, I thought I was at Eroica, but no. Got a nice little Peugeot here. I think it's probably a U08. I'm sure one of the Peugeot specialists will tell me. Not a PX10, that's for certain, but pretty cool. We've got nice high flange humps, bit of chrome. One of those Mafax of some description, yeah. Pretty cool bike. Looks like it's got lights on the back. It's going to be ridden. I wonder who's going to be out on that one. We'll find out. I'm here just at the start now. I've got Will and Dan. Just bumped into these couple of guys here, and they watched last year's video, and that gave them the idea to come down today and give it a go. And you guys, as we just said, got kind of lucky here on the weather. Definitely. What are you riding today, chaps?
Condor Fratello.
Ah, excellent. Nice. Is that steel or alley?
Steel.
Steel, pretty new as well. Nice.
Absolutely. Cleaned up.
Yeah, and disc on there. Yeah, you won't have any problems. What are you on today?
I've gone a little bit more modern, so I'm on a specialised Roubaix SLA. So
what? Hang on. How many gears has a man got on the back of that thing? How big is your rear? Is that 32?
36, I think 32, 36.
36, okay.
32, 36.
We were just talking about the wall. I take it back. This guy is just going to breeze up there. No worries.
Very, very slowly.
Anyway, good luck, guys.
The quick points that I'm probably saying is like common sense, but you'll know the state of the Kent and Sussex roads. Shitty as hell. Plenty of potholes, so watch out for potholes and everything. Going down the hills, take it easy. Ashdown Forest, you've got 2 Fords. Second Ford, you must dismount, yeah? There is no tarmac down there, so I've got 2 marshals there. Get off your bike, it'll take 5 seconds, back on again, and you're going up Twyford's Lane. Tunbridge Wells is a half marathon, so you may see a few runners doing their thing. Watch out for that. Apart from that, and it's going to get windy come lunchtime, so you guys get around the circuit quickly. We have got, as you probably know, an absolute legend here with us today. We've got 3-time World Olympic champion Ed Clancey. Ed.
Hey, thanks, Paul.
Get him smiling, yeah? Look at this.
What a guy. I was just thinking,
Miserable, miserable. Yeah, go on.
I feel like you do everything to put them off. We're down south, the sun's always out, the road's up, there's no potholes, it's perfectly smooth and pan flat, there's no hills. Yeah, just have a great day, team, stay safe, and looking forward to having a beer at the finish. Cheers, guys.
Off you go, guys. You have a good ride. Take it easy going out, yeah, nice and slow. You've got 4 hours, 2 rounds. Easy out, yeah.
Okay, well, straight out of the gates there, you're going up pretty much Braisted Hill, which is a lovely warm-up, get the blood flowing in the legs. Because when you're sat around waiting at the start there, it took maybe 25 minutes to get through the start gates. And although it's not cold, it's surprising how quickly the cold settles in. You start shivering a little bit. So I'm more than happy to get out here and get some mileage on the way. I'm just joining the back of a group of about 10 riders here. They're making a reasonable pace, so I'll stick with them for the moment. As ever, me being an idiot, I have left my water bottle of Coca-Cola in the car because it was rolling around and started spilling everywhere. So I put it to one side and didn't pick it up and put it in the bike. So my biggest concern today is going to be overexertion and dehydration, but we'll figure that out by hopefully either scrounging up a water bottle or drinking as much as possible at the feed stops. Well, I'm just slotting in with some other riders' wheels. I'm kind of following this guy because he's got mud guards on, and now and again yeah, we hit water and I'm getting messy, and I don't really want that to happen. How you doing now, you alright? Let me just flip this around here. It's not pouring rain. Thank you. Yeah, it's cool. I just like cool bikes. How are you doing anyway? Is this your first time on this? Done it before? Oh lordy, did you do it last year? Last year was horrible. But there's something about a really horrible organised ride at this time of year that gets you out of bed in the morning, you know? But the feed stations, I understand that. Yeah, how'd you find the hills? No, I mean, we've got Kids Hill just the other side of the feed stop, probably the most normal one, but other than that, they're generally good. Yeah. Right, let me let you get on. Thanks. So, this is typical of a lot of the fast descents here in Kent. It's quick, it's downhill, but the road surface is terrible. We've got water, we've got potholes, got lumps and bumps. I know for a fact there's a T-junction immediately at the bottom of this thing. Let's scrub some speed off long before we get there. Or through the ford or walk it. It looks like through it. My clean bike is now getting really dirty. Okay, I'm here at the first feed stop. It actually comes in quite a distance in, about 44 kilometres into the actual ride, of which actually only about 100 kilometres, not that long, but there is a lot of climbing involved in the hill of the Ashdown. Because I have lost my water bottle, obviously I'm drinking as much as I can at the feed stops. I've got a feeling I am going to suffer with a bit of dehydration. Maybe not too many cramps, but it's going to be a bit tough towards the end. Anyway, get you guys a bit more water. Okay, who are you?
I'm Harriet.
Harriet and Pete. Just bumped into these guys here. You were just saying you've never ridden through fords and...
No,
to be fair, we usually dismount on those.
Yeah.
But
no
where's the fun in that? Yeah, it's kind of like a car wash for your bike as you go through. I think those are the only Fords, if I remember rightly. The rest of it is just bad roads.
Yeah, and bad weather.
And bad weather, yeah.
And rain.
I saw sunshine on the weather forecast. I'm not seeing sunshine at the moment, but it's not cold, so we'll live.
It's not, no,
Exactly. Good luck, guys.
Thank you, you too.
Alrighty, so just coming on to Kids Hill now, which, if you remember from last year, I always find a particularly unpleasant hill. I know it reasonably well. A lot of my buddies, funny enough, around this area have used this one for Everesting, things like that. And I'm going to be honest, I've never had what I would describe as a pleasant ride up this hill. It's kind of steep to start off with, and it softens you up with a couple of big curves, big turns, and then as you get past them, bam, right in front of you, there's a straight kilometre of like 16-20%, and it's really unpleasant. Now, the interesting thing is, last year I was on Sean Yates' 711 bike, and this one is almost 2 kilos lighter, and I am almost 3 kilos lighter due to a side effect of dropping that cholesterol level last year. So technically I am 5 kilos better off for getting up this hill. Now, whether that actually transpires that it's going to be any easier, I'm not thinking it is, but we'll find out as I'm on it, well and truly in the meat of the climb now, as you might notice. Yeah, there it is. There's no hiding from it, just a heck of a long way, quite a grade. Okay, that's still horrible, but a total of 5 kilos lighter and 34.27 did help make that seem a lot easier, I'll be honest. Now, there's some descents coming up, which is handy, just a little bit of recovery. It's got to be the first time ever Audi tailgate the cyclist that doesn't try and overtake. I'm having to hit my brakes a lot. Ah, he's going. Right, let's go. Woo. Right, so made it to feed station number 2, which I'm going to be honest, was definitely needed. I'm just starting to notice dropping off of a bit of endurance because I haven't got any water or water bottles or Coca-Cola to keep a man going. But other than that, yeah, all good so far. Road surfaces, some of them, I mean, like other side of Groombridge, which is moving into Kent. Wow, it's like riding across farm tracks. That got really nasty, really horrible. But hey. It's the southeast of England, it's winter, there's going to be mud and horrible potholes and everything else. That's what we expect. Okay, so I'm going to hold the camera for a moment because the road surface back there was so bad that the jolting has just broken the GoPro mount. To be fair, first time that's happened in over a year. I last did that on Strada Bianchi, so that does kind of show you the equivalent of some of the quality roads around here. Now, the Moser itself, just here, which, if you recall, we've got a mid-80s steel Moser frame, bedecked with rather stunning Dura Ace Di2 throughout. Since the build, hang on. sometimes I have to pay a little attention to where I'm going. Now, since the build, I have actually changed the stem down from a hang on. There we go. Okay, so we have actually changed the stem down a bit from a 130 to a 110, and I've actually put narrower bars on. They were 42s, these are now 38s, and that fits really, really well. Reason for that, I'd kind of overlooked that these Di2 10-speed hoods are really, really deep. They go out a long way. So while I would normally ride a 130 stem, or maybe even a 140, depending on, of course, how small the bike is, the hoods put your hands out so far that I actually had to adapt the whole lot. But now it's done, it's so much better. And to be fair, you know, when you set a bike up in the stand, you can only get it so good, you know. You're never going to get it spot on until you've ridden it a few times and then tweaked it, because everything's always that little bit different. But now I've got to turn you off, put the camera in the pocket, and there's about 20 kilometers of climbing still to go.
How was your ride?
Actually, do you know what? It was pretty good. For various reasons, I'm about 3 kilo lighter this year than last year, and it made a difference in some of those climbs. Anyway, just here now at the end, Ed Clancey. If you don't know, and you really should, this guy has 3 Olympic golds and a host of World Championship medals as well. And you weren't riding today. What's going on?
Oh no, I did ride.
You did?
I did ride.
You did it?
Yeah. I set everyone off at the start.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I went away with the second to last group, and then I've just got changed now. So
why not? Fair enough.
I freshened up a little bit, but it was hard work. That last 10th climb out of 10, I didn't really save anything, and I struggled up there. Yeah.
What are you up to now? Are you coaching or?
Bits of all sorts. So I still work with British Cycling.
Yeah.
We're just still working the research and innovation team.
Oh, brilliant.
So developing the latest bike, skin suits, aero helmets.
Funnily enough, I remember one of my favourite stories.
Yeah.
You and Chris Boardman.
On the old.
Yeah. As a guy also with pretty wide shoulders, you know, you notice they get in the way of air in a big way.
They really do. I mean, I'm sure you're about to tell me the story was that we're going to break the collarbones to get super narrow and aero, and I mean, it's I laugh thinking back now, but I probably would have done it at the time.
Yeah, I mean, just love it.
But yeah, I still work with British Cycling in the old wind tunnel side of things. Probably going to do a little bit more in the social impact stuff soon.
Good idea.
I work with CAMS, Cycle Accident Management Services.
Oh, brilliant! Yes.
And Active Travel Commissioner up in South Yorkshire.
How are you finding that new Lotus bike?
I was just talking about that. Funnily enough, it's.
I mean, it's gorgeous. Lotus, give me one. I'll happy take one.
It's a beautiful bit of kit. I mean, I know I'm biased, I'm sure you're biased, but that's what makes it the best sport in the world. It's like a beautiful marriage of like technology and human performance. And
the original Lotus 110s and the track bikes were incredible, but then this latest one is just something else to look at. I'm a big fan.
I mean, my probably first ever cycling memory is like watching Boardman in 1992 when I was 7 years old, and like it was just like hooked on cycling. And
at a time when there were no medals to be had in anything else at that Olympics, and there's Boardman spanking it around. Incredible.
Boardman was ace, and like not just then, but not that many people know. You know, through the whole Dave Brailsford boom through 2008 and 2012, he was really the man behind the research and innovation team.
Still there then?
Yeah, he really pioneered a lot of our suit technology and bike technology, and it really put us ahead of the game. So I'm a big fan of Chris Boardman, and you know he's doing the active travel stuff now, which is great.
Yeah, brilliant. Anyway, well, thank you very much for giving me a quick moment of your time.
I like it. It's a man at ease.
Exactly. All right, so I'm at the end of today's hell of the Ashdown, and I mean, my lovely, clean, beautiful bike is now no longer lovely, clean and beautiful. It's still lovely, but you know, I've got a bit of work to do, and because there was a lot of climbing and effort there, I think bad burger time. Don't often have these things, but after today's effort, I think I am going to. It was a great day out in the saddle. It's always good to start the season to get a bit of a leg opener, a leg warmer up going on. Also, in a couple of weeks' time, there is another one going out, I think, Brands Hatch, not far from here, Kentish Killer. So another horrible winter ride. I think I'm in France soon, so I might have to miss that one. I'm headed off to try and find some warmer weather. Can't blame it, guy, can you? Anyway, do like and subscribe for anything else that's cool to do with vintage bikes. Thanks a lot.